We need to ask you what kind of toothpaste you use.
I don't care as long as it's not in a tube.
Hi, it's Emiko, Hammond artist and host of HTV. And today I am sitting here with fellow Hammond brother Scott Healy, who is a Grammy-nominated composer and maybe best known for your keyboard work.
Yes.
In the Conan O'Brien band, which
That's
is
right.
the Basic Cable Band.
Now it's the Basic Cable Band. That's right. Yeah.
Right. Welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
What does it mean to you to be on the Hammond roster?
Oh, it's a tremendous honor. Seriously, it's really. I mean, I can't think of it's as far as instrument rosters. That would be, to be on a Hammond. Yeah, it's really something.
How do you feel when you sit down at a Hammond?
I feel in control. I feel like I'm in a cockpit.
Ooh.
I feel like you've got a lot of controls. You've got 2 manuals, 2 sets of drawbars, plus presets for each manual. You can be setting stuff up while you're playing. It's very intricate. You just kind of have to know the instrument to feel comfortable on it. I feel in control, and I feel a little bit more special. Something.
All right. Now, without giving any thought to it, 3 words to describe Hammond. Go.
Classic, rich, screaming.
Classic, rich, screaming. Love it. Awesome. What speaks to you most about the Hammond?
Well, it's a good question. You have to say the sound, but also the history. I guess what speaks to me is the fact that most of the music in the 60s and 70s has Hammond on it. So it's a sound that's sort of in your DNA, growing up with pop and rock. So that really speaks to me. So basically every time you sit down and play a Hammond, you can sort of feel and hear music history.
But now you also play other non-Hammond keyboards as well. But I'd like to know what you feel the Hammond gives you that the other keyboards cannot. What's very specifically Hammond and special Hammond for you?
Well, I think the main thing is that Hammond can be a lead instrument. I mean, I think that it's great to have an instrument that can sustain and scream. And I mean, obviously on synthesizer you can do the same thing, but the B3 and all the other Hammond organs like the B3 have the power to solo and scream and ride on top of a band, but also the full rich sound to play more orchestrally and more groove. So you could do both of that, and those are the things that really make Hammond the funnest keyboard to play.
The funnest
keyboard. You really only have to play one note and spin the Leslie, and that's half of your job right there.
I think one of the things that really stood out for me about you is that you are a composer and an arranger and an artist in your own right, as well as being a player in a band. But education always seems to be important to you in as much as you're, I read that you were a contributing editor to Keyboard Magazine, and you're called the session sensei.
Right.
And I know that you had is it a professorship or a teaching residency?
It was a residency.
At a very prestigious college.
That's right, yeah.
Back east. And how do you feel that education fits into being a professional musician?
I have always gravitated toward sort of the more nerdy parts of music. Music theory, composition, you know, requires you to, you know, kind of get into score reading.
Sure. Yeah,
and studying theory and, you know, advanced kind of 20th century harmony and stuff.
What can you share with the viewers that's a little known tidbit about yourself that you would be comfortable being on air on the internet, because the internet is forever, as you know?
Oh, I don't know. I play Chopin. I like a good Chopin waltz every once in a while. I don't know.
Only a keyboard player would chuckle at that
Yeah,
one.
I know.
But that's okay. It's a good thing because this is a keyboard-based show. All right. Well, I think that actually covers everything. So, Scott Healy, thank you so much for being on HTV. It's awesome to have you.
Great. It's great to be here. Thank you.